Dear friends in Christ, the whole church is of its nature missionary, and the work of evangelization is to be considered a fundamental duty of the people of God, and all Christ's faithful must be conscious of the responsibility to play their part in the missionary activity. We all have received the Catholic faith by the toil, sweat, and blood of many missionaries. We have an obligation and a duty to share the faith that we have received, guard it, and preserve it for the generations to come. If so, our faith should not be limited to the four walls of the church. This year's theme, chosen by Pope Francis, is rooted in the Gospel of Matthew. Go and invite everyone to the banquet, reflecting the inclusive and urgent call to bring God's love to everyone. That's why World Mission Sunday, mandated by canon law, is a special day that unites Catholics worldwide in prayer, solidarity, and support for the Church's mission efforts. It is crucial and vital for sustaining church outreach in over 1,150 mission territories. The proper objective of missionary activity is to found the church among people and groups where it has not taken root before. This is done principally by the church by sending heralds of the gospel until such time as the new churches are fully constituted, that is, they have their own resources and sufficient means to carry on the work of evangelization. Therefore, mission is vital for the existence of the church. No mission, then no church. We may all not go, but some are sent. But we can aid the sent to share the blessings of what St. Paul says, how blessed are the feet of those who bring the good news. So aid those sent with prayers and material support so that the other people too may receive the fruits of Christ's sacrifice and rejoice with Him forever. We also have a bounden task to invite people to Christ by the testimony of our words and our lives. Let us not limit ourselves to territories, regions, but always keep in mind the universal mission of the church to make known Christ, the Son of God, to all people. This world needs to know God. This world needs to know His truth and His love. And we are the ones to show it. We are God's messengers. We have a mission, and let us fulfill it diligently. We also have the task to establish sincere dialogue with people who do not know Christ. We need to invite them to His love and grace. We are not here to promote indifferences, division, hate, or create an atmosphere of threat perception, but a space for people to know God and His Christ, so that in the Spirit they may be sharers of His divine nature. Therefore, we are challenged to give our lives in loving service to others, and the authentic disciple of Jesus is the one who lives in humility, seeking the happiness and fulfillment of others regardless of the cost to oneself. The best place to begin the process of self-giving service is in our own homes and in the workplace. We have to look upon our education, training and experience as preparation for service to others. Whatever may be our place in the society, whether it is important or unimportant, we can be of service. We can serve. We can dialogue with people with a smile, keeping in mind the obligation to spread the love of Christ to all. We also need to proclaim the truths of faith, taking cognizance of the native character and culture of people. Appreciate the diversity of culture. We need to become part of the culture and in fact, in genuine love and true freedom, transform and enhance the culture. Gospel message is to build and unite lives, not to break and separate, to rejoice and to live in hope and never to despair. And therefore, each of us has a task in the spreading of the gospel. Just as trees bear fruit and give us shade, so is each one of us called to plant trees of faith that bear fruits of truth and love. Trees are important, not just because they bear fruit and provide shade and beauty. Trees also have an ecological importance. A world without trees is like a dry desert wasteland. Similarly, faith is important for the world. The world needs God and needs to know His truth and His love. A world without God, without His truth and His love, will become a dark and dangerous world. So Mission Sunday reminds each of us that we have a task and a responsibility. We have to continue planting trees of faith that will bear fruits of truth and love. And we have to start planting these trees of faith in our own homes, in our parishes, in our workplaces, and in our country. Support the missionary activities in your diocese. Encourage vocations to priesthood and religious life. Pray, preach, and extend your financial aid in the best way you can to be of service to the Church and her mission. Be grateful for all you have received and join your whole self to let your faith be contagious, transformative, and transcending. Therefore, remember, mission is vital to the Church. No mission, then no Church.